Today I'm reviewing the ULTIMEA Skywave X70 7.1.4 channel professional wireless surround sound system with Dolby Atmos, a 980W soundbar, and a 10 inches wireless subwoofer. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this system in a typical living room environment, connected to my TV for movies and shows, streaming music from multiple sources, and switching between quiet dialogue and action-heavy scenes. This review reflects genuine behavior over everyday use rather than just what the specs look like. Let's set expectations early. This isn't a full custom home theater with separately amplified floor-standing speakers, dedicated center channels, and rack-mounted components. If your priority is modular flexibility and reference-level dynamics in a large room, that category still outperforms consolidated systems. What the Skywave X70 is built for is a broader, more immersive surround experience that's easier to install and live with, without lots of wiring or gear. When watching typical TV shows and movies, the system noticeably expands the sound field compared with basic stereo or 2.1 configurations. With its 7.1.4 layout, high channels and outward sound cues from Atmos content feel more present than you'd hear from a bar alone. You get a better sense of ambience overhead and behind you, which helps certain soundtracks feel more three-dimensional. Dialogue clarity is consistently solid. Voices stay clear in the mix even when background music, effects, and explosions kick in. That matters especially in dialogue-heavy material where muddled vocals can frustrate viewers. On the X70, speech has weight and avoids being masked by bass-heavy moments. The included 10 wireless subwoofer adds meaningful low-end presence. Bass from big movie effects and deeper music tracks feels more substantial than many integrated bar solutions. While it doesn't shake walls like larger Pro subs in dedicated theater rooms, it delivers controlled, fuller low frequencies that avoid thinness without overemphasizing boominess. Setup and usability lean into convenience. The wireless subwoofer and surrounds pair without cable clutter, and basic room calibration helps adapt sound to your space. That simplicity matters if you want fuller surround audio without spending hours on placement and alignment. Now for limitations. Because the system is consolidated rather than fully discrete, it doesn't match the pinpoint precision or dynamic range of a top-tier separate speaker stack. If your priority is reference-level detail, nuanced timbre, and spatial accuracy in very large rooms, a component system still outpaces all-in-one solutions. The 980W total power rating sounds substantial on paper, but perceived loudness and impact ultimately depend on room acoustics and mixing. In typical living spaces, it fills the room convincingly and handles peaks well, but it doesn't equate to professional rack-level SPL headroom. For most viewers, though, it feels loud enough without distortion. Wireless connectivity is convenient, though in certain room layouts you may need minor sync adjustments or placement tweaks to tighten timing between the bar, surrounds, and sub. Compared to simpler 3.1 or 5.1 soundbars, the Skywave X70 feels much richer and more immersive. Compared to premium discrete systems with separate amps and speakers, it's easier to live with but not as modular or deeply detailed. Where this system makes the most sense is for buyers who want fuller Atmos-enhanced surround without complex wiring, prefer a cleaner setup with wireless rears and sub, value deeper, more controlled bass than typical bars, watch varied content from movies to music to shows. It's less ideal for buyers chasing ultimate reference dynamics or modular flexibility in very large rooms. Here's the rational evaluation from real use. The ULTIMEA Skywave X70 delivers a broader, more layered sound experience than basic systems while avoiding complicated installation. It doesn't replace high-end discrete home theater stacks, but within its practical category it feels capable and well-rounded. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.